Hi guys, this is Trimmer Carlos. On today's video, I'm going to give you my review of episode 3 of American Love Story, JFK Jr. and CBK, or better known as Caroline Bessette Kennedy. Episode 3, the death of an American queen, and the next K. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because here's why. There's a lot of information, So where I left you guys off at the end of episode 2 of my review of episode 2, both in English and in Spanish, Jackie had collapsed. Well, the collapse wasn't just a collapse. The collapse would lead up to another collapse that would lead up to her, Jackie Kennedy, be eventually diagnosed with cancer. And obviously, John and Caroline were like, this can't be happening. They can't lose their mom just like they lost their dad. And after their dad, they lost their uncle 5 years later in 1968. But anyway, guys, eventually Jackie would pass on in May of 1994. And this left John in a off balance mentally and physically because he lost his mom. Caroline lost her mom too. Besides that, John was dealing with breaking up with Daryl before this happened, and they left. They broke up on bad terms in the first, bad terms. They ended the relationship on good terms, but it was an ugly way. Basically, Daryl moved out. Then she left her dog to John to take care of him for a little bit until she was ready to come back for him. But tragically, while walking Daryl's dog, he got loose and he ran to the street and got run over by a car, and he eventually, Daryl's dog, died. Now you would expect that Daryl would be supportive after John and Caroline lost their mother, and she was, but in a friend capacity. But before Jackie died, she basically had a one-on-one talk with her son, with John, and basically said, I'm gonna paraphrase it. I'm gonna try to paraphrase it. I should say, our name comes with a price. comes with a price of the people of this country watching our every move, adoring us like monarchs. But on the inside of us, our family, we don't feel like monarchs. We're normal people. We are normal people. Yes, our family has dealt with tragedy after tragedy. But even though we have lived tragedy after tragedy, we have to keep the mystique up of our name, of the mystique of our name up. I had to take care of you, both you and Caroline, John, when I was really falling and just wanting to just run and scream my head off and ask the big G upstairs, meaning God, why did he take my husband from me? Many times. And not only me had to grieve with you guys. We all grieved, not just our family, but the nation grieved with us. Grieved with us because the nation loved your father. We loved him. And I've been carrying the ashes of your father's death inside of me and out of me. And yes, he has been gone. He has been gone for a long time. But the wounds of losing your father are still there. But I have to pretend that I have moved on when I haven't. If I could have just if I could have read his body language in the first show, when he got shot in the throat, I could have saved him. And Mr. Clint Hill could have saved him too. But no. But now it's your turn. Now it's our turn to keep your father's legacy alive with your own legacy that you will build after I'm gone. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed by the pressure of your last name, of your last name. Yes, you are a Kennedy. And with your name, your last name comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of hecticness. But remember this, even though we don't want to, even though we know that the people of this country treat us like royalty, we are normal people. We are humble peasants in the kingdom of this great nation of ours, which is the U.S. But we have to keep. But you have to keep the illusion of our wonderful kingdom, pretend kingdom, because people, because the people of this country look up to us for hope and guidance and legend. And that was the last conversation that John John had with his mother, and also Caroline had a last conversation with her mother that was pretty contentious, but this one was deep with John John, and of course Jackie passed on, and just like all of us, just like all of us of this country. Even Calvin Klein, the members of the Calvin Klein Company cried with us, cried with the whole nation after losing an American queen. Now, it was the next K up, the next K up, meaning the next generation of Kennedys up, meaning John John and Caroline had to, with their cousins, had to now carry the responsibility and keep the kingdom of Camelot standing. And with that, guys, this is how this wonderful episode ends. And also, before I officially go, again, even the modeling world was affected by Jackie's death, because she was elegant. She was the epitome of elegance. And just like Calvin Klein and the rest of their employees, Carolyn saw, just like all of us across the nation, the final send-off to the old kingdom of Camelot. Now a new kingdom of Camelot. The new kingdom of Camelot had to be built. And with that, guys, this is how this wonderful third episode of American Love Story, JFK Jr. and CBK, or Caroline Bessette Kennedy, ends. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to get updates about my videos about JFK and all the rest of my videos, don't doubt yourself, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to expand your time here on my channel, don't doubt it, and hit that subscribe button. So with that being said, guys, until we JFK again, bye.